All right. Love him or hate him, Joshua Barak is one of the best or top East African artists and known by PR, but with what he has gone ahead obviously do. Remember, he came to the East African music scene with a song known as Nana. Then he went ahead to obviously do another song known as Dalila. Then he came up with Digi. After Digi, he gave us a song known as Wrong Places. From Wrong Places, he got us Check featuring Bebe. He also got us another song known as Morocco that is obviously making huge rounds in here onto the East African music scene. And I've told you, love him or hate him, Joshua Barak has gone ahead to redefine what East African music is and what it really means to obviously move from a very low background or humble background to rub shoulders with the big stars like Bien, Shinsia, Eddie Sheeran, and very many others. You understand? So welcome to East Africa Social Television. How are you guys, and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David, and hope you guys are really having super fun. Now, the artist known as Bebe is one of those artists that have gone ahead to obviously register numerous hit songs in East Africa, courtesy of a side known as the East African Bashment Crew. Songs like songs like Fire Anthem, Africa Unite, Combination, Kubei, that went ahead to obviously bag him some awards from the Channel O and very many others. I tell you, the lad is really accoladed, and you know who he is. He has come out and obviously spoken to us about how Joshua Barak has redefined the music industry and the barriers he has gone ahead to break in here for you. Remember, Uganda, after Eddie Kenzo, we had taken some years without having some good stars that were really rocking waves onto the East African market. And indeed, we really have one now, known as the man himself, known as Joshua Barak. And allow me throw you into this interview that Bebe did about Joshua Barak. Nominated at the Mobos, and he lost the award to Wizkid. And he was like, good, I lost the award to Wizkid. I'm still working hard to make ends meet.
Ratchet as well and song auntie. Music is a package, and people don't just like a song, but people, you can have a good song but bad behavior, and people don't like it. Okay, but you can have a good behavior. You can have good behavior and a fair song, and people just choose you. Okay, so we keep talking about that. So Joshua Baraka comes in as the second consecutive year on this list, and indisputably is the best youngest talent in terms of global sound. Joshua Baraka did not disappoint 2025 with his single Wrong Places of his latest 12-track album, Juvie. So today we officially announce and mention the name of the album that was released recently by Joshua Baraka. Yeah. It is called what? Juvie. Makona wandika Makono chiwulidde ekyo Juvie.
Nali nayo.
Waliyo?
Yes sir.
But obadde tojjukira na title.
Badde njijjukira. Naye obadde okyabantu okyababuulira.
Tell us something. What do you think about Wrong Places?
Wrong Places is a sound that attracts both the local audience and also globally. This song can be played maybe in Texas, in London, and the people there can still dance to it. The people don't feel like this is a local sound. And also, it is not just for the cool people in Uganda, but this is a sound that will cater for the people that are taken to be the cool ones, and also the people that are taken to be like downtown, because you go to downtown and Wrong Places is playing. You go to Bandali and Wrong Places
so
is playing.
So basically, this specific song can play in Luero?
Yes, it can play in different places.
Okay. So it is not... Should I interpret Wrong Places plays in every place?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So congratulations, Joshua Baraka. And Joshua also continues to break the boundaries. Because when you go backwards and think about what an artist should be doing today, I remember the time, my time of starting my career. I remember very well that I made a decision to go to Nairobi, took the bus every now and then, slept on the streets in Kenya, looked for a studio, started working with Ogopa DJs, stayed in Kenya, yet I had a family here. I pushed. So Joshua Baraka is the only Ugandan artist who is kind of taking on the template that is required by all artists. Because there is no way any artist would make it beyond the borders unless if they work out of the borders, unless if they try to stretch beyond. So the reason why Bebe Cool, Chameleon are very big artists in Africa and globally is because that's what we did. We actually went ahead and competed with. I remember we won awards in South Africa in categories where the Nigerians were at that time. That's over 15 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago. But we went there. We were fighting from the ground. So Joshua is showing the right picture.
Do you think Joshua ina barriers zamenye zemutasobola kumenya? Would you give him that credit?
Yes, because those days we did concerts in the UK, we did concerts in the US, but we did for local audiences, Ugandans in the UK, Ugandans in the US. But I think I've seen Joshua this year stretching out, doing concerts for anybody and everybody. Latino, British.
He's been on Afro Nation.
He's been on Afro Nation. So you can see an artist who is pushing. You get it? So kudos to you, Joshua. And I think...
So, Bebe, olowooza lwaki Uganda naddala abayimbi balemedde okustretchinga okutuukaawo, because bwe tuba nga twogera ku ba legends eggwe Chameleon mwabikola internationally ne mufuna nezi awards owaddakaawo Kenzo kati Joshua lwaki?
Nze ndowooza okay, police this time waliwo tunatu discussinga noting ekintu ekyo tubamu ekiri sagala ku preemptinga before I said I list them, so that after listing then tugende kwa your discussion ejja mu kibuuzo Douglas kyeyasoose okubuuza. Have we done well or have we not? So number 3 on the list is Elijah Kitaka, Echange Daily Bando Go remix featuring Karo Kasita. That is number 3 artist on the list. Remember, list tegamba nti olw'okuba number 1 oba number 2 bwe kusoma oba number 3 nti oli ddala number 3. It's just a list.
So we are not in order.
No, we are not in order. So Elijah Kitaka, this guy, to me, he continues to...
All right, you've heard it well from Bebe himself, man that has gone ahead to obviously do a lot in here, and I'd like to let you know that he has really redefined music in here for you. He has given Joshua Baraka his flowers, and I just can't wait to see what your thoughts are about this in here onto our beautiful channel known as the East Africa Social Television. It's a Sunday, and we've gone ahead to drop this one, and we hope that we really bring you more and more and more and more of what you guys think for us. So for me and the team here onto what we call the East Africa Social Television, we sign out, and see you when you see me, and I love you all. But your reactions to this are welcome in the comment section below. Is Bebe right on what he's speaking about Joshua Baraka? Because Bebe comes from Uganda, Joshua Baraka comes in from Uganda, though we've gone ahead to see Kenyans claim for him, Rwandans claim for him, and Ugandans. But Joshua Baraka has always said, I'm Ugandan. And BN has come out and said that he is Kenyan. That is it. And Kenyans are like, Joshua Baraka is ours. By the way, This is not the first time that we've gone ahead to see Kenyans claim for a musician. If you remember way back when Peter Miles was really rocking everywhere, he came up and really said that Peter Miles, Kenyans claim that Peter Miles is Kenyan. I'll come back on another day for such a conversation.